Tour Guide Jeff here. Today, I want to show you two interesting things in the world of dashboards. First, let's take a look at some embedded public dashboards built by some third parties using Dundas BI. Why? Well, there's some very different approaches used here, and it's interesting to see different styles for different needs. Second, I want you to pay particular attention to the usability and learning curve for these embedded dashboards. For these are a great way to give your users the absolute best user experience, keeping them out of the development tools while still giving them a ton of power from a BI and self-service perspective. Most people don't need training to use a website, and if you're giving access to your users through a BI tool directly rather than embedding, you might be hampering their user experience. You're going to see here why embedded is definitely the way to go. Let's start the tour and get you into a journey. You know, as I get older, I'll never forget all the friends that I've lost along the way. And maybe my job as a tour guide wasn't meant to be. Let's start the tour. I'm Tour Guide Jeff, and this is Off the Charts with Jeff. Let's get right into it. Here's the first page that I want to share with you today. This is a public report hosted by Health Quality Ontario here in Canada. This dashboard is kind of like a blog with BI being embedded and providing supporting data. With most people, when they think about embedded dashboards, usually the screen is full of data that they're going to come to find. But in this case, you can see the blog content that they want to show, and the dashboard being embedded is more like a simple widget that is showing supporting information. I love this because it has basic filtering, simple interaction, and it doesn't bog the user down with too much information. There's absolutely nothing wrong with simple. And in this case, you can see that the entire page is one unit, whereas the dashboard is a part of it being embedded as a widget. Now here's another really cool example. This is a dashboard put together by the Healthcare Directorate of Norway. And one of the first things you're going to notice is that it's not in English. You don't necessarily have to have dashboards in one language. You can actually provide a multi-language option for it. I could very well translate this one into English if I wanted to, but I thought I'd show you it this way. Now in the previous example, the dashboard was a small widget as part of another website. In this example, everything you're seeing is actually a dashboard in itself. The website was built as a dashboard. So there's no integration here. It's just showing one piece of content. All the menus, all the download options, buttons you're seeing at the top, everything is done within the dashboard. So it's a very different experience and a very different way of embedding content. Something I really like. Now here's a very interesting example done by the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. What I really like about this one is that each one of these gauges is providing high-level information, and a user can come in and click and drill into detail. So in this case, I might be presented with a map or potentially a table showing supporting information that I'm interested in. Another very cool concept. Now here's another very interesting dashboard done by UCLA. And what this allows you to do is actually look at COVID-19 cases, but unlike every other COVID-19 dashboard that you've probably seen to this point, we can actually compare it against differing factors. For example, if I go into here, I can see what the effect of racism is, and maybe in this case, hate crimes. Are they going up as cases are being reported? So very interesting. I can even hit play and watch that data and tell a story as I'm looking at it. So very cool and very different way to show information on the screen. I absolutely love this. Now all of the previous examples that I showed you, they were really just one dashboard showing one concept. But a lot of the time, you might have different things that you want to display. This gallery done by Etabs is something that I absolutely love. Here, I get a nice high-level image of each dashboard that they're presenting, and then the user can, of course, click, drill down, and see specifics on each of them. So this is just a nice drop screen that you can provide, and of course, these dashboards are fantastic, great color, lots of interesting visualizations on it as well. So definitely worth checking out. Now here's a very interesting one if you're looking in the world of self-service. FutureWorks BI has this public-facing dashboard where users can actually come in and provide a ton of filtering options based on what they see, or even switch the dimension so that they're looking at completely different metrics. This is giving you an idea of just how far you can take the default settings of a BI tool like Dundas BI and kind of projecting your own vision on top of it. So this is something I absolutely love. Now, another thing that's pretty neat about this is that they do have a private offering as well, which takes this self-service feature and just absolutely blows it up to allow you to do anything you want. So I can't show you that one, that's not a public part of this, but it is very cool, and if it's something you want to see, maybe you want to talk to FutureWorks. Now here's another example altogether. This is being done by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, and instead of offering online interactive dashboards, it's more like quarterly, yearly reports. So the BI system is still creating these reports, and typically the creation of this would be automated, maybe with some human interaction to add new elements as the year goes on. But yeah, they can come in, they can download this in a PDF format, take it and go. So again, completely different than some of the examples I've shown you, and really cool. So I hope you liked the tour, and hopefully this gives you some different ideas and different ways that other people have done dashboards and presented these in a public-facing fashion. You can see that it's pretty different, and there's a lot of other ways we could still approach this if you had something else in mind. Now, if you are looking for ideas in general, one thing that I'd really recommend that you check out is the gallery on dundas.com. There are a ton of dashboards here, each of them very different, each of them showing very different industries. So you could use this to really get some ideas of how you might want to approach it as well. Check it out. Hope you like this, and thanks for watching.